Hey, this is another word problem number 2 related to division of integers. And in this question or in this problem, you have that you are making profit of rupee 1 when you are selling 1 pen. Okay, you are a shopkeeper. Assume that you are a shopkeeper, and you make profit of rupee 1 when you sell 1 pen. Okay, single pen will make you profit of rupee 1. But if you sell a pencil, you are incurring a loss of 40 paise. Okay, and why are you incurring a loss? Why you are making a loss of 40 paise? Because you are selling pencil of old stock. Okay, you are clearing the old stock, and some of you might think that why the person is making a loss while selling the pencil. So that person, that's lady, and here you can assume yourself as a shopkeeper, you are incurring loss because you are selling your old stock, and you are not selling that item, or the pencil in this case for that matter, you are not selling this item at the rate that you were supposed to sell it. But in order to clear the old stock, unwillingly you have to sell it at the at a lower price, and that's why you are incurring a loss of 40 paise. Okay, so with pen you are making profit of rupee 1, but when with one pencil you are selling, you are incurring a loss of 40 paise. Now, the first case in this question is that in a particular month she incurs a loss of rupees 5. In this period she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? And number second is, in the next month she earns neither profit nor loss. If she sold 70 pens, how many pencils did she sell? Okay, before jumping straight to the problem, let me explain you it in an indirect way. Let's assume a situation that you are a shopkeeper. Suppose you are a shopkeeper. Okay, you are a shopkeeper. This is a smart shopkeeper, handsome shopkeeper, and you are selling a, say, item A. Okay, and you are selling an item B. The item B, you have to sell it at certain loss. Okay, every time you will sell item B, you'll make some loss because it's a old stock, it's an old stock, and you have to clear it off. You have to clear this old stock. Okay, and every time you'll sell item A, you'll make profit. Okay, so every time you will sell the item A, you will make profit, and every time you will sell item B, you will make a loss. Suppose the profit is of, every time you sell it, the profit is of rupees 10. Okay, per item A. Like if you sell item A in a single quantity, then this will be rupees 10, the profit. And in case if you are selling an item B, whatever it is, you are making a loss of rupees, say, 20. Okay, you are making profit of rupees 10 and you are making loss of rupees 20 in case of B. Now, at the end, suppose this is month suppose in April, in the month of April, you came to know that after selling certain number of item A, after selling a certain number of item A, or let's say that you sold at the end of the month April, by the end of the month April, you have sold item A, suppose in the number of let's say 10. Okay, so 10 is the number, the count. 10 is the count of A that you have sold by the end of this month April. So what profit you will make in this month, in the month of April, by selling this item A? So for one item A being sold, you are making profit of rupees 10. So for 10 item A, how much profit you will make? So this will be 10 times 10, right? 10 because rupees 10 is a profit, and for one item A you are making profit of rupees 10. So for 10 item A you will make profit of 10 times 10, and that will be rupees 100. Okay. Now in the same month, by the end of the month April, you have sold, say only 5 items B. Okay, the 5 is the count of item B that has been sold. So item B has been sold in the quantity of 5. Therefore the loss that you are making by selling this item B will be, for 1 it is 20, for 5 it will be 5 times 20. So rupees 100 is the loss that you are making in case of B. In case of A, you are making a profit of rupees 100, and in case of B, you are making loss of rupees 100 by the end of this month April. Now you can clearly see that the profit that you are making by selling item A is 100, and the profit that and the loss that you are making by selling item B is also 100. So you will say that by the end of this month, or say in the month of April, you are neither making any profit, net profit, nor making any loss, because though you were making some profit by selling item A, but this profit, that is rupees 100, is equal to the loss that you are making by selling item B. So there is no net profit, like this 100 and this 100 is equal. So this is the condition of where there is no net profit, there is no net loss, because the profit that you made from A is equal to the profit that you made because of B. Now suppose this is month May. Let's take month May, and by the end of this month May, you have sold nearly 20. The count of item A that has been sold is 20. Okay, so what profit you are going to make in this month by selling item A? So you will say that for one item A, I'm making profit of rupees 10. So for 20 item A, I'll be making profit of 20 times 10, and this will be rupees 200. That's a profit that you are making because of A. In the same month, you came to know that you have sold only 6 count. Okay, in the month May, you have sold only 6 count. That is, 6 is the number of item B that has been sold. So if you will see here, the loss that you will make because of selling item B, the loss that you will make is, for 1 it is rupees 20. So in case of 6, it will be 6 times 20, that is rupees 120. That is rupees 120. So the loss that you are making due to selling of item B is rupees 120, and the profit that you are making because of selling of item A is rupees 200. Now you will think that, hey, my rupees 200, that is the profit that I have made because of this item A, is greater than the loss that you are making because of B. You are making profit of 200. Yes, you are making loss of 120 also, but you are in a net profit. You are in a net profit. You sold item A, you made profit of rupees 200. You sold item B, you are in loss of rupees 120, but rupees 200 is greater than rupees 120. Therefore in this month May, there is net profit. Why net profit? Because your profit of A is more than the loss of B. You are in net profit. Okay, so net profit. And how will you calculate what exactly your net profit is? you will simply do this profit that you are getting earning due to the item A, that is 200, and you will minus it. I mean, you will subtract this from this quantity, that is the loss you are incurring due to item B, and this will be 80. Sorry, let's take the unit. So rupees 80, this is a net profit that you are making, right? Suppose in the month of June, by end of June, you in this month June, you sold, again say only 20 count. Again in this month your sale was a little low and it remained the same as the month May. Again, that profit you will make is of rupees 200 again, because 20 count, same, this is similar one, I mean same one. But in the month of June, you sold 20 number of item B, 20 number. Okay, so what loss you will make in this month? So since for one item B you'll incur loss of rupees 20, so for 20 count, how much loss you'll incur? This will be, the loss will be incurred will be 400. Okay, is it clear? The profit that you're making in this month June by selling 20 item A will be rupees 200, and the loss that you're making in this month because you have sold more of item B. Okay, item A you could only sell very little in the same amount that it was in the month of May, but you saw a jump in the sale of item B, and you don't have any other option other than to sell it and make a loss. So you are making a loss of rupees 400. Now you'll see that this 200 is less than rupees 400. That is in the month of June. You are making a net loss, because your profit that is coming from, that you're earning from A, is less than the loss you're making due to item B. So therefore you're in a net loss. And what this net loss is? This net loss is of rupees 400, that is loss, minus 200. Why? Here you are taking this 400 because loss is greater than the profit. Therefore this will be rupees 200 is a net loss. Okay, so I hope this whole concept of, that is, there is no loss in this case, or no profit, neither loss nor profit, neither loss nor profit, and in this month May you had net profit, and in the month of June you have net loss. Now jump to this problem and let's take the first one. So this is the first one. In a particular month she incurs a loss of rupees 5. So loss of rupees 5, that is, you are making loss in case of pencil. That means that you have this quantity, that is, suppose in this month, whatever month it is, in this month, suppose number of pencils sold, let's say it is, number of pencils sold is, either you can take it X, let's take it X, okay, or no need to take it X, just write it like this, number of pencils sold. Okay, so number of pencils sold, and 40 paise is the loss that you will make due to this selling of this pencil. So this will be 40, right? What will be the loss? That is number of pencils that you have sold in this month, and for one pencil it is 40 paise, therefore number of pencils sold times 40 will be the loss due to selling of this pencil. Now in a particular month she incurs a loss of rupees 5. In this period she sold 45 pens, so this will be the loss, that is number of pencils sold plus times 40 paise, that is the loss that will make due to one pencil. So this will be loss due to pencil, due to sale of pencil. This will be the loss of due to sale of pencil, that is the number of pencils sold times 40. Okay, in this period she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell? Now it's clear from here that you are incurring a loss of ₹5. That is the net loss. This what it is implying is the net loss. Okay, and you have sold, she sold 45 pens. So 45 pens sold, right? Now you know that for one pen you are making a profit of how much? ₹1. That is 100 paise, right? Because 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. Okay, and why we are converting it into paise? Because here this quantity is in paise. So the unit should be same. It should not be like that you are subtracting rupee from paise or paise from rupee. Okay, so you have sold 45 pens, she has sold 45 pens. For one pen she will make profit of ₹1, that is 100 paise. Therefore profit due to selling of the pen, profit due to sale of pens will be 45 times 100, right? Why? Because 45 pens have been sold, and for one pen you are making profit of ₹1, so that is 100 paise. So for 45 this will be rupees, so not rupees, again this will be paise. This is 4500 paise. This is the profit due to the sale of pens. This was, that is number of pencils sold times 40. You don't know how many pencils you have sold, and that is what you have to find out. But you know one thing, that you are incurring a loss, and by going this concept that we have discussed here, that if we are incurring a net loss, this is what? This is actually the net loss that you are making of ₹5. Now since you are making a net loss, that means that this quantity will be greater than this one, because the loss due to sale of pencil will be greater than the profit due to pen, and then only you will make a net loss. So this quantity, that is loss due to sale of pencil, is number let me take this white color again. So number of pencils, number of pencils sold times 40 minus this 4500. Why? Because the profit due to the pen is equal to what? You're incurring a loss of ₹5. So ₹5 means 5. If you convert ₹5 into paise, this will be 500 paise. Is it clear? Because ₹5 means 5 times 100, and that will be 500 paise. So this is 500. This implies the net loss. Net loss means that the number of pencils sold times 40 will be greater. That is, this quantity is resembling the loss due to sale of pencil, minus 4500, that is profit of pens, will be 500. Therefore this quantity, that is number of pencils sold times 40 will be equal to 500 plus 4500, and this will be how much? This will become, if you add this one, this will be 5000. Okay, now this will become 5000. and then you calculate it. So number of pencils sold will be equal to 5000 divided by 40. Why? Because here it was in multiplication, so this will be, if you take it to the towards the right, it will be in a division. So number of pencils sold will be 5000 divided by 40, and this will be how much? This will be, if you divide 40 by 5000 by 40, this will be, I think, 1, and is it 125? I think 500 divided by 4, 1, it's gone, 10428 20, and yes, this is 125. So number of pencils sold is 125. This is the answer. So number of pencils sold is 125, and due to this 125 pencils, you are incurring a loss of, net loss of rupees 5. Now let's come to this next one. You are in this month you have, one second. Okay, so in this month you have, in the next month she earns neither profit nor loss. Again, we have discussed here, neither profit and nor loss. Why? Because the profit that you are making by selling item A was equal to the loss that you were getting by selling item B. So here, what is the profit? What is the profit due to that you are making? The profit that you are making due to the selling of the pens. The profit is, you are selling 70 pens, right? You are selling 70 pens. Again, you have to find out how many pencils did she sell. And in this month, there is neither net profit, neither net loss. So profit that you are making due to selling of 70 pens will be 70 times rupee 1. Rupee 1 can be written as paise, and that will be 100 paise. So this will be rupees. This will be, or let me write it here. So this will be rupees. This will be, one second, rupees 7, sorry, not rupees, but I'm sorry, long video, got tired. 7000 paise. Okay, so 7000 paise is a profit that you're making due to selling of pens. Okay, it's due to pens. Now come to pencils. So loss that you will make due to pencils will be number of pencils sold, times 40, right? This will be the loss that you will make in this month due to selling of pencils. Okay, so now in this month she neither earns profit nor loss, that is no profit no loss. Therefore this profit and this loss are equal, right? These are equal. So we can say that number of pencils sold times 40 will be equal to 7000, and this will be number of pencils sold will be equal to 7000 divided by 40, and if you divide it by 40, this will be, so 700 by 4, 1, 4 minus 3, 4, 7, 28, this will be 2, 175, and this is 175. So number of pencils sold in this month is 175, and due to this number you are making neither profit nor loss, that is, there is no net profit, no net loss.